Hey there folks, and welcome back for another video. I'm your host CDB or Chris, and today we're just gonna have fun, enjoy a shave, have a good time, chat a little bit. I don't have notes prepared other than a few things I wanted to mention, but no cost on soap or any uber shave geekery today. Just fun, just want to have a nice relaxing shave. The soap today, I've used before on the channel. Folks, there's nothing wrong with repeating soaps you have on a channel. If you want to use something and you're feeling it, use it. This is Southern Witchcraft Peach, which is terrific. Now, they tend to make soaps that are darker and earthy, but I loved this soap the first time I used it. It's a really nice peach. I don't know if they still make this. I hope you do, because it's terrific. Really nice, not candy-like peach scent, but just a really overall nice peach scent. Natural sort of peach, I would call it. Southern Witchcraft. And we're going to enjoy that today. Let's get going, first of all, with the mister. And by the way, I want to talk a little bit about this mister thing, because the mist thing is just going all... I don't know why I'm spraying my head. I'm not going to shave it, but you know, what the heck. Let's do it anyway. So anyway, so the misting thing has become a thing, I guess, in terms of who created it originally or who was the first one to do it. Now, as I've said before, the first one that I saw doing it was the Scented Soldier Shaves, Tim Delaney. And so I saw it on a video and said, hey, I might want to try that. Also saw Jim Combs. I saw those two. But I'm told that other people had done it previously, like Jeremy Tyler, the traveling shaver. But also, and unbeknownst to me, the sea monster himself, Glenn Helly, I found an image from 2018, some 2 years ago, which I'm going to put right there. Look at the timestamp on that image. 2 years ago, the sea monster himself was using the mister. So it's funny, and there's a bit of irony to that, because the sea monster just made a sort of parody video the other day, cracking on people for using the mister, but 2 years ago, he was using the mister. So I think in terms of credit, it's probably the sea monster himself, Glenn Helly. Mr. Glenn Helly has started this madness, and then other people came along, and maybe folks didn't see him doing it, but the sea monster, who now is against misting, presumably, was a mister. So now he's no longer a mister, and he wants to mist the plants in the house with it. You know, he wants to turn it back over to his wife. But Glenn, once you're a mister, you're always a mister. And so there's no going back. So bring out the mister, humble yourself, use it like you used to. Because as I said, that image, unless someone doctored it, shows you holding that mister from some 2 years ago. And so let's give credit where credit is due. The sea monster, Glenn Helly. Now, that said, he might have only been the first person on YouTube doing it. Maybe there's other folks that have been doing it off camera for years and years and years, and we don't know about it. And, you know, I never try to give credit to someone that wasn't the person who was doing it, but, you know, I can only speak about what I see. And so I saw the Scented Soldier Shaves using the mister. And so that's where I got it from. And so naturally, I'm going to talk about what I've seen. I did not know that secretly, Glenn Helly, the sea monster, was all about some misting all along. And he's acting as if he isn't. Don't you all find that funny? Glenn Helly, get back to your misting roots. You got to do it. Get back to it. Oh, and by the way, I want to mention the brush here, Plisson. It's got new fiber. A viewer sent this to me, but he did not want me to mention his name because he works in a job that he just doesn't want to be connected to it. So thank you, sir. This is not the same fiber as the old Plisson. It's got more scrub to it. It's not what you would say floppy. The only thing I would say is that these days I prefer longer handles. So it's hard to use relative to brushes that I use to date. But actually the fiber, it's got some decent scrub to it. And you would not normally expect that of a Plisson brush. And by the way, in his letter, he had written me, he said, Plisson might just be the oldest brush making company in the world. I didn't know that, but that's pretty cool. And let's add a little more water here. And just try to smooth that out just a little bit. Again, we're not going for showman lather here. We just want a workable lather. We're using the Dovo Best, I think it's number 95, which has been honed by the Stallion. Thank you, Stallion. I thought it needed a little touching up, and the Stallion has honed it. And I saw the dude shaves. I was just watching his video. I have to finish it. I haven't finished it yet. Doing his first straight razor shave. That's fantastic. I am so happy. Let me make sure I got my focus locked in there, because I don't think it was. That will annoy me if the light's kind of coming in and out. Anyway, sorry for not locking it before. But anyhow, the dude of wet shaving, I think it is. If I didn't get his channel right, I'll link it below. He did his first straight razor shave, and I think that's super cool that people are, coming aboard. Yes, this is the Dovo Best number 95, freshly honed by Anthony Esposito, and we'll see how it goes today. I hope everyone is doing well this Saturday. I want to remind you, I have a live, yeah, that feels good. I have a live shave coming up, 3 p.m. today on Saturday. I'll put the date below. This video was actually shot on Friday, so my videos usually run a day behind, but I try to talk as if it's on the day. And so, just so you know, there's one of the fiber from the Plisson. Most synthetics only drop, a few fibers at the beginning, but not very many. There we go. Yeah, this edge feels, to me, better now. Very nice. Definitely sharp, which is what I'm after, obviously. Honestly, I think my lather could use a little more hydration. It's not as slick as it should be, and that is my fault. I'm just so used to making lathers in a certain way that, oh, I got myself there. No worries. Sometimes we're going to have a few nicks, and it's been a while since I've had one, so there we have it. Today I have got a little nick there. But we shall survive. All right. Don't actually know how I got myself there. No telling. But it's probably as a result of becoming complacent because it's feeling a little more comfortable. So, respect the blade at all times. Don't get complacent like me. Do we need to hit that with anything? No, it'll be all right. Minor. I'm gonna try to get a little moisture in this. My lather is terrible. It's no fault of the soap or brush, just to be clear. This is me, experimenting and badly experimenting. But, we're gonna have fun today. That's the goal, just to have fun. I don't have a bunch of stuff, prepared or items that I have to get to or want to get to. Now you see the water sort of running off that a little bit. It's better. I'm happier with that. By the way, the inspector, who I've mentioned many, many times over the years, big contributor to this channel, friend, started a channel, which I'm going to link below. Please subscribe, because he has been extremely helpful to me over the years. Both, as a friend. Did I get myself again? Yeah. Boy, I might need to be a little more careful with this edge. Or stretch a little better. Or just use better technique. Got a little weeper right there too. So this is going to be Weeper City for me today. But we shall not be dissuaded. We'll keep plugging. And we will just try to be a little more careful, because so far today, we're not being very careful, evidently. Or I'm not prepared for this Stallion edge to be as sharp as it is, but we'll work with it. Let's just be careful. Okay. So, first pass, we got a couple of weepers there. No excuses for that. That's just bad technique, and that's all there is to it. So, do not emulate my technique for this shave. Mentioning again, this is straight razor shave number 13. So, we are learning here. This is a learning experience. Learn with me, and don't get too comfortable to the point where you don't respect the blade. I do respect the blade, but apparently I'm not paying enough attention there. I'm cracking wise, and that's what happens when you get a little bit cavalier. You can get a couple of weepers, so it's nothing to worry about, but it's nothing that we'll edit out. We show what happens on the channel, and some days when our game is not tight, there will be weepers, and you'll see a lot of people get weepers. It's going to happen. So this should be a lesson to you that if you're going to straight razor shave, you should expect you're going to have some weepers along the way. Now, a lot of them might be really early on, but I see people who are very experienced that still occasionally cut themselves. Usually not anything serious, just, small little weeper that pops up, nothing to worry about. Don't let that dissuade you. The main thing I want to emphasize is if you get a little nick or cut, and I think on like shave number 3, I got one, and I haven't had one for like 10 shaves. But on shave number 3, I put a line on my face there. And if you're not careful, you can get discouraged from that. So what I want to pass on to you is come back and just keep going at it, If you cut yourself and it's a pretty good cut and it needs to heal, give it time to heal. But get back on the horse, ride it again, and don't let it defeat you. And that goes with really anything in life, I find. Just keep after it. The one thing that I would say about myself, and this is not bragging, is, I just effort. Honestly, I'm not good at a ton of things. Honestly, I'm not. I don't have a lot of great talent, but I just high effort. Just keep trying and trying and trying. And if you do that, I find a lot of times eventually you'll get it. It may take you far less time than me. It may take you more time than me, but keep trying. Don't be discouraged. We may have more weepers today, but it's not going to dissuade us from continuing to learn straight razor shaving. And so just keep plugging, do your best. And that's all anybody can really expect of anyone is just to do their best. Okay. We've got our Dr. Matt cloth here. We're going to try to be a little more careful. There we go. Okay. This soap, by the way, smells great. Like I said, it's not a candy sort of peach. It is a, see, I stopped on I don't like to do what I just did, which is stopping on my jawline. Makes it hard to start there. But I usually lather a little bit underneath so I can sort of go over it. That's just what I'm comfortable with. I'm not telling you to do it or not because I'm in no position really to instruct anybody on straight razor shaving. But what I found that works best to me is coming over that jawline rather than stopping on it and then having to start. I find that easier. You may or may not. It's okay. Some people don't use both hands. That's okay. Whatever results in a great shave, in my book, is okay, and I'm not going to criticize you for it. Of course, I'm not really in the business of criticizing people who are trying to do things that are positive. There we go. That said, the gentleman I was talking about yesterday who was making the claims of me getting paid for reviews and so on, which is absurd and not true, has now taken to going to other YouTubers' channels and making those comments that I'm using those broken razors and charging for reviews. That's absolutely patently false. And when you see it, please let the content creator know and let me know so we can get rid of it. Because the one thing I'm not going to tolerate on my channel, or actually, no one's going to come on my channel and make accusations about me that are unfounded, nor will they come on my channel and make accusations about other shavers and YouTubers that are unfounded. We're going to work together and make sure that we're putting out positive content and doing our best to be uplifting and advocate for this wonderful hobby where many of us are friends, and if we're not friends, a lot of us are colleagues, wet shaving YouTubers. And most of us, I think, have the same goals, which is promote the hobby, have fun, learn new things, meet people. That's part of it. The people are a big part of this for me, quite frankly. And I like talking to people. I talked to a couple people today. I talked to one, actually a viewer that lives here in the state where I live, Buddy. So Buddy, it was nice to talk to you today. Talked to the Scented Soldier Shaves a little bit today, which was also fun, Tim Delaney. And I had a good time. It's really nice to meet nice people and, share conversations about not only this hobby, but, life and other things. We talk about a little bit of everything. And it was I thought it was fun. And we had the inspector on there for a while, and we're just having a good time. Let's make sure we're stretching here. One thing that I tend to do is forget to move my stretching point. So if you're watching, please remember, try to stretch your skin for the area you're going, not for the area that you've been. So if I've already shaved down here, I don't need to be necessarily stretching down here. And that I'm learning with experience. You just forget, really, things, when you're not experienced, you're just in a learning process. So. All right, how are we doing so far? Looks like nothing more has happened there, so those things have already closed themselves off without even doing anything, which is good. The weeper's not carrying on. And again, I thank everybody for joining and watching these videos and participating with me, commenting below. Please comment below on things you're appreciating, things you would like to see. And if you're offering constructive criticism, and for those of you who are seasoned straight razor shavers, please feel free. Offer me tips on techniques, and I'm open to all of that. The only thing I'm not open to is outright trolling, personal character, ad hominem attacks, things like that. That's not on the table, but everything else pretty much is, as long as you're doing things in a positive way. Just trying to line that up a little bit there. That was all I was trying to do. Really no remaining hair there to get. I've been saying this throughout, and I'm interested for those of you who are watching, who are straight razor shavers, do you find that you're removing more with the straight razor shaver per pass than you were with DEs? Because I'm finding that it's not even close. I'm removing a lot more with these straight razor passes, but I would like to know what you think about it. Please comment below. Okay, that's where we're going to stop today. I believe this is, I might have said 13 at the beginning, but I believe it's 14. And we started out with a couple of weepers, but you know, no big deal. That's going to come sometimes. Don't be discouraged by it. I implore you, keep plugging and you'll get better. I got a lot of improving to do. I'm not very good at this point. I plan to be a lot better, but we're just going to keep working at it. Keep making that effort, and it will come eventually. And so that's our goal. Okay, let me rinse. We'll be right back with the post. Stay tuned. All right, and we're back with our Lancaster towel. And we did not shave to perfection today because we got 2 little weepers in the beginning, but no problems with that. Probably just not to that used to that newly honed edge, but we didn't do terribly. And so we'll take it. We'll take it. Let's, before we get much further, let's use our witch hazel in the mister, the sea monster, sea mister, Glenn Helly inspired sea mister. All right, Humphrey's witch hazel is what we're using here, and we'll go to rub it in here. By the way, again, tomorrow, if you've made it this far, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You are the people that matter the most if you've made it this far. I want to thank you. I'm very humbled anytime you're around 20 minutes into a video, so thanks so much. We used today the Dovo Best, number 95. Not a perfect result, but it ended up okay. So there's no remaining weepers or creepers, so okay shave, not great. We'll be back though, no worries. We're gonna finish off today with Floid Black, which doesn't smell like the soap. This soap had tremendous residual slickness. It took me a while to rinse it off my face, by the way. Southern Witchcrafts Peach, good quality stuff. We used the new Plisson that was sent to me by a viewer. Thank you, sir. It worked very, very well. The handle is a little short by today's standards now, but the knot's actually pretty good. It's nothing like the old Plisson knot. It's got some scrub to it. It's got some backbone to it. It's different. So thank you, sir. You were right. Not all Plissons are floppy, if you want to use that term. I don't like to use that term. Anyway, new knot in the Plisson. Good stuff. Thanks everybody again for joining me. I can't thank you enough. Thanks to the Stallion for honing that razor and for all you do. Thanks mostly to you viewers. I couldn't do it without you. I appreciate it. Until next time, I want to remind you, it's your shave, do it your way, and God bless you all.